Our third speaker this morning is the President and Chief Operating Officer of the state's largest utility, PSNH. He is also the recipient of the 2006 Business Leader of the Year Award from Business New Hampshire magazine. So presenting us with the latest developments and information in the renewable energy solutions area and climate change legislation, I'm pleased to welcome Gary Long of PSNH.
Well, good morning, everybody. We do live in interesting times, don't we? Let me get this slide going here. For an engineer, I'm not doing too well, am I? Okay, thank you. You can't talk about energy without talking about the economy. The two are so closely tied together. And you can't talk about either without also talking about environmental policy, both at the national level, the regional level, and here in New Hampshire. The three are really tied together, and we really are facing very challenging times here. Let me start by talking about the economy and energy. This is a chart which is, to me, profound, very simple, but it tells most of the story in the energy industry. This is a chart of New England energy use between 2007 through this year, last year, estimated for this year, all the way through 2013. And this is prepared by the Independent System Operator of New England, which is the agency that's charged with planning, operating, and administering the markets in New England. And in my entire entire career in the industry, I've never seen a shape like this. You've heard about recessions. Is it a V-shape? Is it a U-shaped? The energy use directly follows the economy. And never have I seen a period of such sustained reductions in energy use followed by such a slow recovery. Typically in our business, you have a year where you might have a decline, and then you go back to growth in electricity. So this has had profound effects throughout New England and certainly in New Hampshire. This says many, many things. For one thing, it says that we have an ample supply of our existing generation to provide you with reliable electric service. So as the use goes down, we don't need new power plants. We have plenty to serve you and to serve you well. At the same time, we have national policy, regional policy that says we want to have new renewable power plants in the mix. In New Hampshire, the goal is 25% renewable by the year 2025. You heard about the federal cap and trade legislation to try to encourage low carbon sources of energy. And in New England and 9 other states, that is already a system in place. It's called a Regional Greenhouse Gas Initiative. We are already under a cap and trade system in New England. So we already have environmental policies. So here we are with lots of generation, declining loads, a very slow recovery. The loads that existed in 2007, we won't see again until 2013. So what does that mean to a marketplace? There are many challenges that are faced with trying to meet these environmental requirements in a time when the market will not support those environmental initiatives. There are low prices today for wholesale market. We're about 40% dependent on natural gas in New England. Natural gas is on the margin. It sets the price. Natural gas is at a 7-year low in its price, 7-year low. We have an abundant supply. There is more reserves of natural gas found throughout the United States in Pennsylvania, Texas, other states. Now we have domestic supplies that they say will take care of us for the next 100 years. So there's no supply shortage of natural gas. The price is at a 7-year low, and New England is primarily a natural gas market for electric power. It's very difficult to get financing for any projects, and as you know, electricity is a capital-intensive industry. A lot of capital has to go into renewable projects, any project, along with the fuel cost. So the market is not responding to developers' need for long-term arrangements. They need long-term assurance of revenue stream in order to get the financing and support their projects. And one of the reasons why is there's too much uncertainty and risk in what the future prices of electricity will be. Nobody really predicted what's been happening. If you go back 3 years ago, I'm guilty too. I was probably here before you predicting something different than what actually happened. So we are in a very, very challenging situation. For our company and for the region, we're very supportive of renewable energy projects. In fact, PSNH has 17% of our portfolio is renewable, and we believe we can hit that 25 by 25. We have high confidence that we can do that. We have very low confidence that New England will be able to do that. Every renewable project today is above market. So we're obviously heading towards a situation, once we work out of this recession, where prices will have to increase to support the environmental policies of the nation and the region.